Hey there, it's William Westhopper from the real DC Car Guy. And what are we driving this week? Well, it's the 2026 Lucid Gravity Touring. This is Lucid's luxury SUV crossover, but I think of it more as a station wagon. So Lucid has been in the market for maybe about 3 years now, and they have the very successful Air that's out there. So let's take a look at the 2026 Lucid Gravity. Now you may wonder why I call it a station wagon, or maybe you want to call it a long roof. It's low, it's long, it's got 4 doors, it's got space in the back, and yes, this is a 3-row station wagon. It has 3 front-facing rows that are not uncomfortable to get in and out of. Now the 3rd row is a little touchy, takes a little getting into, but the 2nd row has got a lot of leg room and easy space to get in and out of. This is one very comfortable driving car. It's a great long distance car. It is electric, and that will cause some people some questions. Will you have places to charge? This has the NACS charging plug and is able to be charged at Tesla chargers, at Electrify America chargers, at EVgo, all kinds of electric chargers. It also has an adapter that came with this vehicle, and I'm sure you can get it with your vehicle that you purchased from your Lucid boutique, to connect to the old style electric chargers. So have I been comfortable with this vehicle? Yes and no. And we're going to talk about that in this video. One thing I'm very impressed by with this Gravity is the comfort of the seats. But they're very comfortable. They're perforated and they're heated and cooled. So there's cool air coming through here if you want. Multiple ways to adjust them on the side. But what's nice is that very comfortable get in the vehicle. Lots of space here. The Lucid Gravity interior is very, very nice. Now, one thing that you might not notice right at first, though I did because it was a very sunny day, is that the windshield goes all the way down from here. And it doesn't stop here where normal vehicles do. It continues on. It does that in the Lucid Air as well. So this is all glass, and these sun visors pop down. They do slide in and out like you like them to do, which is nice. The one thing I did find though on a really sunny day, even though this is heavily tinted, you're still getting a lot of sun in. And if you're living maybe in an area like Arizona or New Mexico or Texas where you get a lot of strong sun, that might be a question. I don't know whether it's just because this is the upper scale Gravity, the touring level of the Gravity, that it has this, or whether you can option it out and just get a regular metal roof like you can in the Air. Big screen here, really big screen here. Nice materials here, sort of an Alcantara here, really soft Alcantara suede here. Up, certainly it's not on the roof because the roof is glass, but in the back it is. Very, very comfortable, very smooth in that area. Now, one thing I did find uncomfortable with this vehicle were these A-pillars. A-pillars do get in the way when you're turning, but when you're in odd position, you really don't have a lot of visibility. It does have the heads-up display, or HUD, which I personally found with sunglasses, polarized sunglasses, I couldn't see it as well, and I would have liked it to be a little bit more adjustable. The other thing that I find interesting is here's the mirror. It's a conventional mirror, day-night mirror. This is not a video mirror like you might find on a Polestar or on another vehicle. There is a nice center console. It's a big center console, really, really big. Multiple pieces that come in and out of it. There is a very functional cup holder here with a cup, a large cup, and then sort of a half cup. So I don't know what that half cup is there for, maybe just to be able to be used for a variety of things that you can use them for. One of the things at first I said, oh, there is no place here for a glove box. But then I realized that there was, if I looked in here enough. Glove box. There is a glove box, and it is hidden, and it's a nice big glove box too. So interesting that it has that. There is in here a space for a wireless chargers. So that is the front row of the Lucid Gravity. Where I personally think that the Lucid Gravity really stands out is the amount of space in the second row. It's got a glass roof here. It extends all the way to the back. The whole roof is glass, so there is a lot of glass here. 2 outboard seats that are heated and ventilated and controlled from this center screen here. Also, what is kind of interesting is you can push down here and there is a nice little work table right here. It looks like you can put a iPad in it. There's USB-Cs here and here, so there are 2 USB-Cs. Let's see what we got here. Nice center little console, 2 cup holders here and another in a Kubi holder here. And down below here is a 110 3-prong outlet, much like the one up front. The second row seats, let's see, recline. Not a lot, but just enough that you can lay back a little bit and enjoy things. Now, do you want to put the seat down, or what do you want to put, if you want to bring the seats down so you can get to the back, or if you want to carry something long in one seat and just have one seat free, you can do that. So there really is a lot of room to get in and out of the Lucid Gravity Touring. By hitting this button here, that slides the seat, the second row seat, forward and back. And there's plenty of room to get in and out of the Lucid. Yeah, see, you can make the seats go down, but you can't do that from up front. You can't do that from up here. You have to do that from the buttons in the back. Now you're asking, where are those third rows? We saw the second row. The third row should be here, but it's not. Do we have to haul it out? Not at all. Not at all. Pull it up here. Pull this up. And guess what? We have a really nice third row right here. And there is your third row. This thing is darn heavy. And it's kind of interesting to look in here and see all of the bits and pieces of this. So now we want to get into the third row. Move this seat forward. Now the left side seat doesn't move really that far forward. Oh, no, stop it. And interesting that there's a mix of manual and electric buttons here. So let's pop into the, now this is going to take a little bit of maneuvering, but yes, you can get into these 2 seats in the third row. There is space here for them. There is cup holders here. There's USB-Cs on both sides. So you've got both of those. If we can get out. I don't think we're going to be able to do this with seniors though. Fine for the kids. So there you go. So let's have a look at the size of the cargo space here in the Lucid Gravity. A lot of space. So this is the cargo space with the second and third row up. We can bring these up here so you can see what they look like there. Then this pops up. There's a deep space here, but it's only usable if the third row is activated and up. Otherwise, the seats go back into that space, so you can't use them, so it's not as good. Now, one of the things that I found interesting, little hookies here to hold those. There's two really nice deep storage areas on either side. Oh, that's the trailer hitch, huh? It has a trailer hitch with it too, even better. So let's talk about the plug here. As I said, it's an axe plug. Plug's right there, very simple. Got your controllers right here, and we'll plug this in later on tonight. And then, of course, there is the regular plug unit here to plug the unit in. As I said, it has an axe, and this has both a 240 plug. It does have a 110 plug as well. So 3-volt, 3-prong 110 as opposed to a prong 240 plug. Yes, the Lucid Gravity does have a fully functional frunk, but what's even better is it has a seat here. So if we're at a sporting game or someplace, we can sit in luxury, have a little bit of a cover. There's a light up here to light, enough room here. There's a power outlet right here. Yes, it's a 3-prong 110 outlet. If you want to go to your kid's game, want to run your laptop, it's all right here, all ready to go. Very, very comfortable little frunk area. And what does it have? Does it have any other space in there? No, it doesn't have any space underneath here. This is solid area there. There are some holders here, but that's about it. And to close the frunk, very simple. Let's hit that frunk button. There you go. And that's the frunk of the Lucid Gravity Touring. So I want to thank you for joining me on this episode of The Real DC Car Guy as we looked at the Lucid Gravity Touring. This is a luxurious all-electric station wagon or a long roof, but if you want to call it a crossover or an SUV, you can, but probably not. Until next time, when we bring you more stories from the road and interesting stories about cars and trucks that you'll be interested in.